All right. I guess we're going to do our daily leaderboards first. So I'm going to try and do the 16 and L1 now. If it lets me, there's not many people in there. So, yeah, this one's going to die. The game's going to die pretty quickly. So, or I shouldn't say quickly, but pretty soon it's going to be dead. So, we'll go ahead and do this one first. Before the game breaks and doesn't start up again until sometime in the morning. So there we go. We'll do this one first. Oh, and things broke. Gonna just bet down here. Probably not gonna bluff river. And we don't get to the river, so not sure why this isn't working at the tables. It's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. We'll see. Yeah, so we're on the board, so it is counting our hands at least. This could take a while to get 300 hands at this pace. This is the problem. The game is 25 entries. I mean, we should be able to get through it. And then the other ones are fine. We can do 2, 5, and 10. Yeah, 2 and 10 without any major issues here. I'm going to go normal size down here. With the flush draw. Three betting this over here sometimes. We'll do it this time. Jack 8 offsuit on the button. The big blind's not really three betting that much. Every time I say that, though, I get three bet, so maybe I shouldn't say that. So no spade, no real supreme equity to speak of. I think we still just will have pot, though. At least sometimes. I give up now. Up here, probably going to raise, I would say. Down here, can we value bet a river to 8? Yeah, let's do it. All right. Bad river. We got to fold up there with our nuts. Over here, we turn a pair. Do we want to bet it into this many people? I mean, yeah, I think with the straight draw, this will be all right. I assume, these guys are going to bet when they have like sevens plus. So we don't actually lose to that many hands, really. And this guy could have literally anything. He could have pocket fours. He could have. I mean, it would be better, I guess, if we didn't block pocket fives now. But I still have to operate under the assumption that he bets sevens plus and doesn't check them twice. So down here we got queens against this guy. Gonna call this time. 10 deuce 4 rainbow. Pretty good board for queens, really, in the grand scheme of things. However, this line is, I want to say 4 bets from these positions are not that bluff intense, so we'll bet turn. I mean, basically we're hoping he has ace king, or a hand like ace 4 suited, essentially. That's pretty much all we're... And like if he rips it here, we're gonna fold. Now we lose to some rivered flushes like ace king of hearts, ace queen of hearts, and so on. What are we blocking against? I'm gonna check. I don't really see what we're blocking against, and I hope he just checks ace king with a heart or without a heart. It's gonna be an odd way to play aces or kings. Very odd indeed. Yeah. I guess this is just going to be ace king of hearts a lot. Ace queen of hearts a lot. Could it ever be ace queen or ace king with just a heart? Could that ever be a thing? Could it ever be just queen 9 suited? Okay, that's unusual, I would say. I mean, 4-betting that hand in the first place is unusual. Queen 9 suited, I would from those positions, I don't think that really happens. Theoretically. Even non-theoretically, like that's just a... I don't see it from those positions really being that much of a thing. Anyway, we're moving on over here. Do we want to check raise or check call? I mean, we can do either. I think we have to bet turn. Try to get him to fold some ace highs and, you know, stuff like that. 6 is down here. I'm just going to continue to check, I guess. Don't really beat anything, but we're not in the market for running a lot of bluffs these days. We're just kind of, just not. So, this guy is some kind of fish. We just played a hand against this guy. I didn't see what he had. What did he have? Okay, so he did that. All right. Pocket sevens. We'll just go for the small bet. Up here, probably gonna check turn, decide river, most likely folding. Most likely. Yeah, we'll fold. We'll play some ace-x that way as well, so. Yes, he can have bluffs there. Does he have them? Probably not. I don't think King Jack is going to be the hand to call anyway. However, over here we will double barrel. That's a very nice river. I think I'm just going to shove river and hope he doesn't fold an ace. All right. Over here we make straight. We'll go with like that kind of size. So, yeah, so we'll do this. I don't know what we got for points. It doesn't really matter. We're just doing it anyway. So here's this weirdo who did the weird Queen 9 3-bet a few minutes ago. This is the same guy. He's from Poland. And this dude is a confirmed fish of some sort. I don't see how we fold ace king in this spot, like, ever, to this guy. I know it's a different situation, but once we see that hand, I think we can assume that who knows what he's doing. So we're just going to put this in, especially with the overcaller. We just don't have much choice. So he just has kings. Well, that's unfortunate. Not much we can do. Except win one. How about that? I mean, if you're on the wrong end of all these spots, which we normally are, you're gonna be in for some losing and some pain. But that's poker. That's just the way it's gonna be, even if you're a crushing player. Like, you know, crushing players are gonna lose, you know, almost half the time. You know, if you win 53% of your sessions online, you're doing, you know, if you win 54%, you're doing really well. So, I mean, you're losing almost half the time you play. So, that's a lot of losing, and it doesn't come linear. Like, it doesn't mean you win. It doesn't mean you win. You know, it doesn't mean you play 100 sessions and you win 54 of them, or 53 of them, or even 52 of them. There's a lot of winners who will be winning 52, 53% of their sessions. So, but it's not, like I say, it's not linear. So it's maybe you play 100 sessions and lose 63 of them this time. You know, that's a lot of losing. That would be kind of rare, I guess, to lose that many, but it could happen. You could lose 58 of them or something, you know, 60, 57. That's a lot of losing. 57% of the time to lose over 100 sessions is certainly possible, I think. Even if you don't do terrible and you only lose 51 of the sessions, that's going to feel pretty bad over the course of time. It's such a fine line you're walking pretty much at all times in this game. It's a small edge game. Well, it can be a big edge game, but the variance is such that it presents itself in terms of winning and loss, win rates, loss rates, in the ratio. It presents itself in a way that's going to be moderately painful. Yeah, at the best of times. If you are a short-term to mid-term results-oriented player, like some of us playing. Doesn't have to be that way, but that's the way it is for a lot of us. So, and I mean, short-term, mid-term is even, mid-term things can happen. That, you know, and what is the midterm? Well, I mean, the short term, I would say, is a few months of full-time playing. 3 months is short term. Midterm, I would say, is like half a year. So, you know, maybe even longer. Maybe 7 months is midterm. Because it's again, it's not linear, wrapped around 12 months. But, I mean, you know, you could be doing not great for half the year or more. That could happen. You could run into some bad stuff for that long. You got to be willing to deal with it. You got to be set up properly in the financial department. You have to do things in a way that makes sense. This is not fun here. Overbet. I'm just gonna fold. Yeah. Here we got a set. We're getting a small raise on flop. All right. And then we face the check on turn. All right, we'll just bet, I guess. Pretty solid river. So I'd say at this point, what does he have? 8x with a heart doesn't really make sense, but he could have that. I don't know what bet size makes the most sense here. I'm going to go, yeah, I'm just going to do this because I have no idea what he could have to play this way. I think it's just nothing makes sense there. Min raise flop, check call turn. It looks like maybe a hand like pocket sevens with a heart might do that. Maybe a hand like pocket tens, no heart, could possibly do that. There's not many nines left, and a lone 9x might not raise. I don't know what bet size is the best there. Maybe something smaller to induce. I don't know. Anyway, down here we have this. We're going to call. This is a limp pot. That's how we got involved here with 3-4 offsuit. It was because of the limp. Turn. Problem with this is it's just going to go check on river a bunch. So I'm just going to raise now. Try and get called by. We do block the 2 pairs, which isn't great, but I mean, this dude's some kind of a fish. We do block 6-4, I guess, which is nice. Obviously, having the 4, we would have to block that. He had ace deuce offsuit, so yeah, he didn't care too much about the straight being there in the limped pot. $200 hands played. I'm not sure why the thing's not working, but that happens sometimes for some reason. Doesn't work at the tables, the little tracker on the cash race, the whatever it is, leaderboard. But this one is taking a little longer because the games are like we don't have we don't have instant cards on a new table every hand. A little bit of lag in the process here. Up here. No spade. We can bet these boards more, though, versus these kind of players. I'm just going to bet. It's wide ranges, you know. You'll have all sorts of stuff. Maybe like ace-3 of hearts and ace-4 of clubs and all this stuff. I'm going to check on the spade, though. So I think when we're up against the wider range, we can just bet more. We're not going to get raised as much. We're not going to... Nothing, you know, all sorts of stuff. A river... Yeah, I'm just going to block. I think it's unlikely he turns a pair into a bluff, so I don't think bluff catching makes a lot of sense. We'll just hope that he calls with something. Which he's likely to have a pair for that small size. He might just he might just put it in. Ace is no action. So yeah, the next leaderboards will go obviously a lot more swiftly than this. Although we don't have that many hands left. We've only got about 78 hands left. But the game is certainly down to, well, it's up to 27 players. We should get through it at least. We do have aces over here. We are getting 3-bet by this guy again. It's kind of sad that this guy gets involved. But I don't think we have to make a big raise because of that. And he does call. And hopefully this guy just rips it and doesn't call. That was kind of the whole point of using this size. But he does. And I'm actually thinking about checking here. I think that'll be alright. Check this board. It's a pretty safe board overall. Check again. And we'll do this on river. Against a a guy who's capable of some shenanigans. I'm not sure what shenanigans he'll be capable of with this guy behind, but you know. This didn't really pan out too well. Not like I was hoping. Could have got more on river there. He had pocket nines, so I could have went bigger, maybe. But yeah, that's an ultra rare spot that I don't even really care too much about because that's just not going to come up. So, and it's not even a thing in the first place. Like that guy. Why he's just calling with nines there pre-flop, I have no idea. Like that's the exact type of hand I was hoping he would just rip it with. And then it never happens. It never happens. They always call like that. They never, like they could have one big blind left and some reason they just call and never shove. Don't know why. I guess they're trying to set mine somehow or, something. I don't know. Don't know what's going on with that, but up here this guy offers us a little protection in a sense. I'm gonna check flop. Not a very good turn. Check again. And what will we have? I mean, we'll have something like tens with a heart, jacks with a heart, queens with a heart, kings with a heart. What else? Not sure we're going to have an ace with a heart very often. We might have ace jack offsuit with the jack of hearts sometimes. But that'll be about it. So, ace 10 and queen 9. All right. Well, we'll take that. Only got about 34 hands left at this stake. We'll be done. I know my timer looks it's a little, like stretched and stuff, but it doesn't really matter. You can see it, that's the main thing. So, I guess we can just make this like a normal size. I'm raising this by that much. We'll go that size. Raising this by 10. just in case again, so we can reshove. Uh, 26 players in the pool, so we should get through it. 279 hands now. We've jumped to 280. So we only need like 20 more. It takes a lot longer. I didn't realize it would take this long, even with the dead pool. Like it's taking an extra 10 minutes or more. So you can't really do 16 and L at night. You got to do it during the day. If you're gonna do it, it's probably not even worth doing it when it takes this long. But well, we do it anyway. We're up to 283 hands according to this. So one of them says 281, but I think it's 283. 288 now. I guess we'll do 5 and L net. Well, we could go down the stakes. I like doing smallest first and biggest last for some reason. So we'll do 2. We'll do 5 next and then 10 last. And then 25 we'll get throughout playing the normal hours. So 25 doesn't need its own special time. 294, 295, 298. This will be 299. This will be, yeah, so that should get us to the, that should put us to the 300 mark there. We can sit out now. Stop going through the slowness of this. And we'll just check to see where we ended up on the leaderboard. Live. Yeah, not good. Not good. We ended up with 1411 is the best we could do there. Man, this leaderboard business is tough. So let's have a cup of coffee now. Why not? Oh, we got the equipment to have coffee. Why not have it? I'm gonna put too much milk in this one. I usually use milk in my coffee. I don't do cream usually. Even though we've got cream, we got coffee cream. I typically use milk, so I think I put too much though this time. It's alright. So, we're gonna go down to 5-0 and do the leaderboard there. This one should be no problem. Definitely playing at the wrong times of day to be doing anything. Like, the games aren't as good usually this time of day either, so there's not as many players around this time of day. Although 500 Zoom is running right now, which is weird. But anyway, here we go. Oh, it's working now. We can see the thing here. Up here, we're gonna start with a call, I think. Fold turn pretty happily. Over here with ace-5, we're gonna check. Face a bet. Check call. That's what we would do if we had, not that it matters. I'm not gonna, I mean, I'm gonna think about hands that way because I can't help it, but we don't need protection in all these things. But, yeah. As played, this would just be a very standard river call. As played. Now, do you want to make it? Do you want to bluff catch here or not? Is the bet check bet ever going to be these hands? I don't know. No. Ace queen. Unfortunately, the bluff catching is just not a thing. Gotta get it out of your mind. It is 5-0 though. Again, here we could do some checking, although I don't like it as much. I don't think. All the pocket pairs are not going to fold to one bet, and they're not going to bluff either. And it looks a little funny when you check these spots. This one's more of a I don't know why you checked ace queen on turn there, but doesn't really matter. We just rip it all in here. And get called by pocket tens. Oh, he turned a full house. Oh, that's unfortunate. Over here, we're gonna just give up with ace jack of spades. Nothing more to say about it. Up here, we're bluffing river, trying to get ace highs to fold, king highs to fold, things like that. Over here, we flop this. Yeah, I get wrapped up into the fact that I played a hand a certain way, and it just doesn't matter. The bluffs just are not going to be there. Just not going to see a bet check bet. I mean, my hand looks like an underpair to the ace, though. It looks like I have kings. or something. I mean, I'm supposed to call, I think, in theory, when you play it that way. But we all know the theory does not matter. So here, what can we do? I mean, we're chopping with all aces. Check. He could still have Jack Queen and check on this river, I think. Down here with King 5. Do we want to block this? Yeah. He wasn't going to pull top pair, I don't think. To a bit. Choking. Three bet down here with tens. $13.32 best we could do that time. Not very good. I'm surprised at how hard it is to get min caches on this thing, because I've seen other people, you know, get first, second, third multiple times in the run of like a week. So, I mean, I'm not even looking to do that. I just, you know, I'm looking to get my $2 or $3 and that's it. Although I did win one. Let's say that we did win one. The 16L1. Last week or so, whenever it was. However, we're gonna bet here. Oh, and over here we flop this again. Let's check. This one's kind of a bluff catcher on steroids this time, or at least it was. We'll double check. Pretty bad turn down here. You get the lead. It's a good lead, I think. I don't know about the size, but over here we get the turn bet. We'll call. We missed the flush. And we're in the exact same spot we were just in. I don't think the clubs really matter that much. But I doubt we're gonna see a bluff again. The same hand, ace queen. You can fold all these spots, but it's $1, so I'm gonna call. It's a good time to experiment with bluff catching. What we've seen so far, they just don't do it, and they're not going to. You call there every time. They're gonna have a hand like that when they do bet. I mean, I don't think my calls are grotesque. I haven't grotesquely overplayed any hands here or anything. It's just you're not gonna make money by calling. Down here. Guess we just do this. Face a call. We'll go with a small bet here, I suppose. Could half pot as well, I think. Maybe as a thing on this board. I don't know what to do on turn, shove or bet small. We'll go with the small bet. Probably doesn't make that much difference. King River, supposed to be a good one for me. And we face the donk lead. We'll call. 8-9 just flops full house. Okay. All right. All right. I mean, I don't have to reiterate how extremely difficult these things are to do, but I will when they come up like that. It's just the nuts with whatever two cards. That seems to be the place we're in. I'm gonna go a little bigger because we are deeper. And we'll have pot flop. So how long did it take? It took, I guess, about half an hour to see something like that. Forgot to turn the timer back on, but we know roughly how long this is going to take anyway. It's going to take about a little over an hour to do all these, so. Sometimes we'll bet this, ace king. I like how he played that 8-9 as well, just jams river on the king. I mean, it's 5-0, you're going to see lots of stuff like that. Did we ever barrel ace king down here on the bottom left? Or is that just never is that just something we would never do? I'm going to do it this time. It's an unusual, not very common maneuver. It's kind of weird because we're almost value betting here with ace king. It's like, not anymore, but on turn we would have been potentially. River, do we want to bluff? I don't think so. We'll bet again up here though. Luckily, the 8-9 hand happened at 5-0, I suppose. It's more the hilarity of it than the money. It's more comical at this point. Comedy. You think about the last time you flopped a full house in a 4-bet pot. Or a 3-bet pot with whatever connectors you have, whatever hand. Jack 10 suited, whatever. 8-9 suited, 9-10 suited. It was most likely a long time ago. Maybe you can't even remember. Maybe that long ago. We get our board pairing with the flush draw up here. That's pretty standard. I'm going to try and go for the tiny bet on turn. See if he lets me set the price. If we get raised, we have to fold. But we'll still get called by worse here sometimes. Like 10-8 and Queen 10 and stuff like that. Also better. King 10, King Queen. But I'm not looking to bluff on this board. I'm just looking to get a cheap turn card like we got and get the hell out of here. Not going to bluff catch with King High. We'll add more coffee. That'll strengthen it up a bit. Fortify the coffees. There, now it should be No, it should be perfect, I think. Fold, 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 open. There we go. This is probably too loose, this 7-4, but whatever. Well, we got 1,400 points. That's going to be good enough to get absolutely nothing, I think. 827th place. So we're breaking the leaderboard again. It's not a good turn up here with 10s. We could have bet flop. I don't know why I'm not. Should just be betting flop here. We're not getting raised. You're supposed to check these low paired boards a lot, but you're supposed to bet them too at some frequency. Can we block river? I think so. So we check the king on the flop. Wouldn't have mattered if we bet that time or not. Another not so great turn down here with, I mean, there's not going to be very many good turns with 6-7. I would say the ace is probably one of the worst. I'm just going to fold. I got plenty of ace highs there. So we'll just fold. Yeah, variance doesn't work in a linear fashion. I've said it 1,000 times, but we're saying it again. You're never due and you're never owed anything. That's the crazy part of it, variance. You could run into 10 sets this session and you make none. The next session doesn't mean you're going to make 10 sets. Doesn't mean that at all. Doesn't mean anything. I think that's kind of how a lot of us expect it to work, though, is that things will just even out over time. But the problem is the stretch of time it could take is immense. It's enormous. It's massive. And it may never happen. That's another kind of scary, it's another kind of scary thing. I mean, variance won't keep you from winning in the long term, but it could keep you from winning what you're supposed to win. That's for sure. Queen 10 over here. We bet a little bigger on this flop. Don't really have that many hands on this guy either, but I think we'll just go like this. Sometimes we're going to run into King 10 and Ace 10. Well, it doesn't matter now. King 10 and Ace 10 no longer matter. Pocket sixes is basically all we lose to here. And people like their pocket sevens in this spot, so we will bet. We do get a fold, and we're completed. Okay. We'll play this hand first, though. Yeah, I don't think we even came close to the 5NL leaderboard today. Probably in the top 7,000 somewhere. No, we're in the top 300. We get $1 if we stay there. It's gonna bet again. All right, so there's 5NL done. We only got 10NL left. Only have 10 in it. Well, we got 25 also, but pair fours with no back doors, really. I think I'm going to call, and if I had something like, say, 10-7, even though that might not make any sense, though. Like 10-7 of clubs? Well, 10-7 I'm going to call because I got a gut shot. Or 10-7, 10-4. I guess I'm not going to have 10-4. What would I fold then? I don't know. Maybe I should have folded this. But I'm thinking there that on turn or river, if we get to that point, I'm thinking maybe I'm thinking maybe like if the turn comes a king is what I'm thinking. It's kind of a decent implied odds sort of card, so maybe I call king 4 and fold queen 4, jack 4 suited if I even have those. I'll probably have queen 4 and not jack 4. So maybe the only one I call with is king 4. That's what I'm thinking for calling, but I think we could just fold as well. I don't know, but anyway. Alright, so, yep, that's, poker in a nutshell is, struggling at the small stakes is not fun. I can tell you that right now. Not, not something you want to be doing. But I mean, I don't even really try to play the higher stakes, so, yeah. It's a difficult game. Kings down here. We haven't ran kings into aces yet, so we still haven't. He would like to play some hands up in the 50 percentile range over over quite many hands. That turn, not gonna lie, I don't love that turn. Gonna half pot again though. I think with King Jack of Spades here, we'll go for the half pot bet. Although this board, I do expect to not get a lot of folds on flop. But we got decent equity, and I kind of expect we can get some folds on turns and rivers on various cards. That river kind of sucks. I mean, if I had to pick one, that would have been probably the worst one, in all honesty. Because pocket nines get there as well as the backdoor hearts and everything. So we'll block fold, I guess. Kings is looking like a multi-way scenario, which is never ideal. You don't want to play these 3 and 4 ways, typically. If you had the option, you would rather play this in a, heads up scenario or 2 ways at most, and this flop is dangerous. We're gonna have to check. Big blind kind of doesn't smash this necessarily, but he has. I mean, I have ace 5 suited and 5-6 suited sometimes, and some of the sets, but big blind is doing better here than anybody else. It's a tricky spot because there's a lot of yeah. All right, that makes our decision easy. So there you go. That's set versus straight. It's a pretty bad board for kings, I would say. It's pretty sad when you open kings and have to check fold flop on a board where you have an overpair. But this is the reality we live in. Find me a more action board than that. You can't do it. You can't do it. There is no more action spot flop. Then you just can't hand pick it. Any more action than that. That's as action as it's gonna get. I'll check raise here. we just flatted this pre-flop, which we do at a decent clip. Big blind versus under the gun. Down here we have this. We get a brick turn this time. We do have the ace of spades. I don't like overbidding as much when we have the ace of spades, but I'm going to do it here. We get a fold. Yeah, that was an action board there, let me tell you. The 4 straight came in as well, which is, again, I have to say, not that surprising. I can't say as I'm like totally shocked about it, to be honest. Not only the 4 straight, but it's the 4 straight that brings in the straight flush. That happens a lot on stars for some reason. I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's standard, maybe it's normal, maybe, maybe. So down here with ace jack, I'm going to bet this time that's the worst card, worst turn in the deck. Worst turn in the deck is the king. Followed up by one of the best. Another 4 straight, by the way. Here we get check raised. And here on the 4 straight, we're just going to raise river small, I guess, and hope he has some kind of 2 pair that pays it. I don't know. Or a 9. Up here, we're going to call again with our nut flush draw and blockers. And this does not bode well, but I think ace 5 is going to be your go-to call hand. So, guess we just pay the man. 9-10 with the 10 of diamonds, so he's bluffing. Kings down here, we get the ace high board. Check this time. And what do we do on turn? I mean, honestly, I don't know. I'm going to call and fold river, but look at this turn over here. Also, not very good. Double check. Down here, we're going to be forced to fold, I guess. We could bluff, but not going to be bluffing today in those spots. Over here with king, queen, I'm going to block river. Just the worst runoffs known to man. Like, even that river card is like the worst. It's the worst. This is one of our better turns over here. Do we ever get a clean river, though? Like, is it ever the 4 of spades? Like, ever? It'd be pretty unlucky to run into jack 9 here. It could happen, though. It's a clean river, 3 of hearts. I said 4 of spades, but I'll take the 3 of hearts and call that a pretty clean river, unless he has jack 9 himself, in which case this river sucks. All right, we got a good runoff there. Mark that one down. Mark the calendar. And down here, I think we can just bet small if we want to, or half pot, whatever. Something on the smaller side, small to mid. Small to mid size. Over here we're deep. We'll go half pot this time with the deeper stacks. Here we got kings again. Let's try this hand for size. No ace high board that time at least. $13.30 is our best so far. That's not going to cut the mustard. King, queen up here. We got to check on the top left. This one. Turn. Yep, not going to be bluffing. Just not going to do it. It's fine. Not sure what I'll protect with, but it doesn't really matter. Just going to check fold and be done with it. 3 hearts river was pretty sexy. No 4 straight, no flush card, a total brick, just a total random, could be anything. 3 of hearts jumps out there, totally random. Oh, you love to see it. Pocket sevens we're going to check. Top right. Bottom left we'll see bet. Top right we'll call. Checking on bottom left now. Snap bet. Snap bet. Ah, the pocket sevens. Do we call this tiny bet? I'm going to fold. Queen 9, I'm going to check. Yeah. I mean, some of these spots you just have to call. Whether you want to be a bluff catching or not, some of these spots you're just going to have to call. King Jack. We flop top pair down here in a 3-bet pot. We'll go with the small bet, I guess. Get a fold. King Queen will call this time. Could potentially check raise flop with this hand sometimes also. Get the small bet, we'll do just that. Weird turn. I kind of like betting it again though. I think we either check or what do we do on this turn? Do we overbet when we bet? Or do we, what do we do? That's what I'm going to do. I think the frequency is not going to be very high. That's what I'm thinking. This could be a bit on the wide side, as they say. But it's just tough. We block some of the floats, ace, king, ace, queen, and everything, so I don't know. That could be bad, though. Going to be calling here. And not flopping a 10 this time. Not turning a 10 either. And surprise, surprise, we get an ace high board with kings again. And not the best turn. And also, is anybody shocked at the river? I can't say I'm that shocked, in all honesty. Triple whammy there. We got the flush, the straight flush came in, the 4 straight came in, and the ace on board with kings. That's... You don't see the triple whammy that often. Jack queen down here. I'm just gonna bet small. This was 3-bet overcall. Bet small on flop. We get a peel. We'll check turn. Not gonna be folding turn. Maybe, possibly not even folding river, depending on what we get. And not gonna fold. He flops the set, overcalls, flop set. Oh man. I don't want this to be true. I don't want this to be true. Four straight down here. Stars is going to force my hand. They're going to force my hand and make me leave. That's what's going to happen. I refuse to believe this can happen on a daily basis. I just refuse it. That is unreal. Deuces, flop set, 8-9 suited, just flops full house. What was this? What is going on here? Down here, we're virtually guaranteed, I think, in this spot to get counterfeited by a jack. Or like running 9s, or, oh, look at that, 9. Running 9s, running queens, a jack, you know, something like that. That's just my guess. I could be wrong. We'll never know. And we're complete on the 10 and L1. Man, this is rough stuff. I think the 4 straights and the fucking sets and 3-bet pots and the whole thing is, it's kind of fucking depressing. Not gonna lie. And where are we on 10 and L? We're not even. And on top of that, we can't even get on the board on these fucking leaderboards. Not gonna blow up here into 2 people. You win. You pull up a set there. How do you do that? I mean, he could have... What bluffs can he have? I don't know. If he has deuces, it's... I mean, it's really hard to have sets there. I mean, can't he just have... Who knows what he can have? He can have anything. Maybe I should fold the river. But... I don't know. I don't know how much more of this I can take, though. Like, these runoffs and these situations. Like, how much do you take before you say, At what point do you decide... And I'm not tilted over it or anything, but I'm just logically trying to think through it. At what point do you say... How does this happen? At what point do you say that? At what point, I wonder. Alright, we'll do the 25 and L1, I suppose. Rough business, I'll tell you. Rough stuff we've got ourselves into here. Games are good. It was 10 and L though, so they are going to be good, aren't they? But anyway, we'll do 25 now. Get on the board today. Well, not on the board, but get on the... Well, yeah, I guess technically you're on the board every time you play, but... Technically speaking, you're on the board. Nine, 7 will go for the small bet. Get raised, naturally. I don't know, maybe games are too tough for me. That could be the case. I don't know. The thing about playing on GG is that I guess you don't have to worry about chests and rake back and all that. You just play. So there is that. But the rake is fucking it's terrible over there. But it might be worth it. I don't know. I might test it just to see. I might test it. Oh, should I test it? I don't know. We do have a set down here. Turn. What do we do for sizing? I think we just go normal size. Doesn't change anything. Jack Queen was already there. I assume Jack Queen raises before the river. In some way, shape, or form here. So we'll just do this. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, set over set. Alright. Just don't think he has Jack Queen for playing that way. So, I don't know what he could have. Pocket 10s, I guess. Might do that. Which we lose to. Check 3 times in bet here. Get a call. Appealing pocket 3s on that flop to that bet size is pretty atrocious, I think. Even with the 3 of spades, I don't think that's going to be appeal there, but maybe. I doubt it. Got a good runoff though, I mean nothing changed. We had set on flop. The straight was there, Jack, Queen, King, 3 runoff doesn't change that. We got 1100 points in our first go. That's nice. It's an attractive number. Yeah. Thought he was shorter, but I guess he wasn't down there. King's down here. Jack 10 offsuit, probably 3 bets, but probably not 40%. Yep. Just gonna continue to check. Do we want to bluff river on the queen? I think sometimes maybe. I don't know. Queen jack. Call with jacks down here. We could just fold this to the 4-bet also, but we call this time. Kind of beating nothing, but we're not going to fold for a 10% pot bet. We will fold turn though. I don't expect to run into that many bluffs. Could have just folded pre-flop and avoided all of that, I guess, but man, I don't know. Games don't seem that juicy at the moment. Not that juicy. Squeeze. Snap shove. Yeah, I think at the speed of that shove, we're just going to call it off, I think. That's sort of what you'd expect. Well, at least we won one. Oh, we're going to win two. Oh, fuck you. You like that? Down here, I'm just going to bet again. Obviously fold if this guy does anything. Yeah, can we jam river with the ace of hearts? I mean, he must donk shove. He must donk shove flushes himself sometimes, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in. Hope for the best. $13.06. That's also not gonna cut the. That's not gonna cut it either. Yeah, not even in the realm. That's not gonna cut it. Just gonna start betting all these spots. This one's nice down here. I guess I fold with jacks. I don't know. Over here we do turn a king. Dude's short. Let's do that. Not a very good river. Oh, what do you do on this river? With the king of diamonds. I mean, that's... I guess we could block like this. You have 7-6 of spades. Calling with 10 sometimes. Not going to pure 3-bet. Turn. I guess we can do this. River's not so hot. Guess we're going to check and expect him to... I mean, what bluffs can you have? Ace, queen? That's really it. Ace, queen. I think something like 7s or 8s is not going to bet. 6s not going to bet. Yeah, whatever. It's hard to have a bluff there on that river. We'll squeeze the king queen this time. Smashed it. Smashed it. Yeah, we'll go with small bet. We won't go big. Half pot or bigger. We do get a fold, which is nice. Online poker might, I don't know, it might just be tough. It might just be hard. Maybe these guys are... Maybe that's the problem. Not much of an edge to be had with the rake and everything, anywhere. Could be the case. I'll never know for sure, I suppose. Kind of want to just fold this now up here. But we'll call. Not going to 4-bet. I would never get this in a million years against this guy from these positions ever. Ace high board. Yeah, we're just done with that one. Down here, we're going to 4-bet with aces. Get it in with aces against queens. And we win that one. All right. We'll take that. Very nice, very nice. Little cooler goes our way. We got aces all in pre-flop. And we got ace, we got queens all in pre-flop against ace king and won that one as well. So running pretty hot here at the moment. During the leaderboard hour, whatever you want to call this. Do we want to bet king jack of clubs on this board? Probably not. It's from like an exploitative standpoint, I think. Maybe, though. I don't know. If he has every pocket pair like a lot of these guys do, maybe we do want to bet there, but he looks a little bit reasonable, so we'll let that one go. Oh, look, we're getting a cold 4-bet. Jack 8 on this board. We'll just bet small. Why not? It's going to be a tough one to check call down. Turn. We'll check, I think, with a jack. River will also check. We're blocking some of the folds, I think. So we'll just check down. Yeah, that might be a hand we get to fold. Maybe. This sucks over here, this dude doing this. Because you know he's never got a bluff, and we're deep with this guy. We wanted to see a flop with 9s. That's so fucking tragic, man. All these spots. It's fucking super nit over here. Cold 4-betting. Yeah, sure. Ace king at worst. Maybe ace queen suited, but I doubt that also. Wouldn't have mattered. We would not have flopped set. We'd have got the 5 straight board. And we would have never seen a showdown, so. King's down here. Get the overcall. No ace high board this time. We'll just go the half pot route here. King on turn. Alright, I think we can do a lot of stuff on this turn. We can go small. We can do a lot of stuff. We'll do that. 6 on the river. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get called by much here unless he's slow played a set of some sort. Jack Queen, I guess he could call. I mean, it's hard to put someone on a hand like that. Jack Queen offsuit for overcalling a 3-bet. Maybe I should bet. I don't know. Seems like a tough one to get called in though. Is he gonna call with Ace Jack? Yeah. I'm just gonna shove this up here if we get to that point. Yeah, we'll just go all in up here. Well, we might have got on the board with the 15L1 because I think we had a decent little rally there at the end. Not going to be a win or anything, but we might cash for some amount. I think we got up to close to 1470 or something. Let's have a look. If it works, if it lets me. Yep, 1489. We're in 10th. We're in 41st place for $10 over here. Which is fine. Well, we should hold. I mean, there's only an hour left. We should get something out of that. We should hold for $1 at 2.5 as well, I think. So we should get $11, it looks like, today off the leaderboard, which is better than, I mean, that's great. That's all we're after. Pause the timer. That was about an hour and 15 minutes, we'll say. So that actually works out perfectly. Because that puts us at 79 or 78. Well, it's a little small on the hours there. Let's change that. And why didn't that change? Okay, guess it doesn't matter. It's legible, I suppose. All right, that concludes the leaderboard stuff. So again, there it is. It's 41st place at 25 nil right now, and we're in the top 317 in the other one. So yeah, it not going to be massive, but we're not looking for not really expecting anything too massive here. So there's that. Now I'll update the. Oh, I can get rid of this. There we go. Move that. Update my zeros on my spreadsheet that I forgot to do yesterday. 26 was a bunch of zeros. I'm not even playing 15L1, so 5L today we might get something. 10L we're not going to get anything. 16L we're not going to get anything. We might get yeah. And I want to redo this with. I gotta actually check and see. Check and see. Filter. We want to go 0.05 to 0.16, right? We want to go this month. Yeah, this month. So not doing too hot. We're at 16L. We're at 4205. 10L we're at 3985. And 5L we're at 20. Yeah. So that's what we made so far at the leaderboard with the plane and everything. 25L to 17 actually. That doesn't even count. We don't count that one. That didn't change it anyway. But we want to leave it there. So we've got $17 on that, 100 on that. Oh, that's the leaderboard totals. Oh, okay. Yeah. 39.85 at 10. How do we got $20.57 total at 5? That doesn't make any sense. What? Hmm. Yeah, that makes more sense. $5.20. All right, that makes more sense. There we go. So that's what we've got. We've got 1850 at 18. I guess you can't really see it, but anyway, we've got 1850 at 5L so far. And why did these change? Oh, I guess that's the total. 34.95. That doesn't. No, that's supposed to be 2057. I don't know. I've got this screwed up somehow. I'm gonna just remove this. Delete row. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete all these as well. And I'm just gonna put the totals in manually. So at 5 and L, we've got 2057. 10 and L. And I would say I'm not taking this as seriously as I should. 4205. 42.05. There. That is the correct number. Plus our, yeah. Plus our, that's just these ones. So $225. If you take out the bank on 16 and L, what are we at? We're at $125 for half a month. But you can't take out the bank because that's not counting the 25 and L leaderboard. We got 17 on. Or that is counting it, right? Let's see if it is. No, it's not. The overall total is not counting the 25 and L leaderboard. But it should. E. Actually, yeah. Actually, no. I only want to see what it's going to be at the stakes that I'm actually, yeah. So, yeah, I just want to keep it like that. And I only want to see the stakes where I'm making an extra effort to actually play. So 5, 10, and 16 are the extra ones, and 50, I suppose. But so we do have another 17 and 44, $17 and $44, which is 61 rather, added onto this. So $286 from leaderboards plus earnings as well. I think I want to set this up differently. I want to see what I want the leaderboard total to be there combined, I guess. Just so we see it. Like these to be added up themselves is 118. I mean, it's $123. You can see that. I guess I don't need to do that. So we got 123 from the leaderboard so far. So if you take out the bank at 16 and L, it was really only $23.70 without that bank. Plus, yeah. So if we take this out, so that's 20. So it's $125 without the bank, with the win-ins and everything. And it took about, I don't know, somewhere around, we'll just say we got this $1 at 5 and we got the 10 at 25, we'll just say. Or the $1 at 5 is all that really matters. The 10 one doesn't count. So we'd be at $126.11 hours. Right. That doesn't change if I, yeah, that doesn't change. So 11.25 hours for this. How much is that? Roughly 11 hours it took us. It seems like it would be more than that, but we'll call it 12 hours. Just to be safe, we'll call it 12 hours. So it's about $10 an hour combined. It's about $10 an hour combined without the 100 or the 16 and L bank. So $10 an hour with your earnings. And if your earnings get cut a little bit, it could be as low as like 8 or 7 or something. Or maybe we're running bad on the leaderboard as well, and it could be more. So we just don't know. But with the 100 in there, that changes things significantly, because now we're at 226 over about 12 hours, which is double, basically double. So interesting. So the leaderboard has been overall, we got 161 and 167 and 1850. So we got about 185.70 from the leaderboard so far. In how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Exactly 15 days we would have got. Man, the 10NL and the 16NL not great. $24 basically. $24.70 for 15 days, so that would be an average of about $50 a month on those, which, I mean, whatever. Maybe less, $40 a month, $10 a week for a half hour a day. So, a half hour a day is 3.5 hours a week. 10 divided by 3.5. You're looking at about $2.85 an hour. So you might get $3 an hour doing that one. Maybe, if this is any sort of this is accurate, but it's not a big enough sample to be accurate, so we just don't know. We got to keep doing it because we just don't know. But I would say we went on a pretty big dry spell at 5. I mean, my God, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a row where we didn't even get on the board. And I would say we went on a bit of a dry spell at 10 as well. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, we only got on 1, 2, 3. We got on 3 10NL leaderboards out of 15. That's not very much. And we only got on 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 at 5NL. We got on 116NL. 25NL, we got on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're not going to get on more than... So how many did we get on total out of all of them that we played? We won't count the 51. We're on for something today. I'll just put that 10 back in there just so we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 25NLs, 116. That's 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times. So we got on an average of once a day exactly. Once a day exactly, which is a quarter of the time, because we do 4 of them every day. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be worth it. It might be worth it with the earnings as well. Like if you make, I don't know if these win rates are sustainable, but I assume at something like 5NL, we're probably going to win, I don't know, some amount, let's say. But it takes 15 days to play that many hands. 15 days. So, I mean, that would be another, we'll just say, we'll put it low and say another $20 a month at 5NL. And we'll put it low and say another $30 a month at 10NL. That's 50. And then at 16, we'll just say we win a buy-in. That's 66 plus whatever's there for the leaderboard. So it's not going to be a great deal. You might get an extra, I don't know what it'll be, but you can kind of predict what you're going to win, I think. If you win at, say, 4 big blinds at 5, which is not a lot. At that stake, we'll just say it's like that. You're probably looking at $20 a month. Play about 10,000 hands a month there, so $20 a month on average, and that's going to be super high variance, but $20 there at 10, we'll say you win at 4 as well. That'd be 40, so that'd be 60. And then at 16, so you win at 2. That might be another 32 or something. So you might get 70. You might get between $50 and $70 a month actually playing. And then whatever you get, if this is any indication, we should get $15, yeah, $12 a month off the 5NL, $20 a month off the 10NL, and we don't know about the 16 because we won one. So we'll just call it double these. We'll just call it 40 and 13.53. You might get an extra $100 to $120 a month off these leaderboards, off the extra ones, maybe with your hourly of actually playing and everything. And I actually put in the wrong number here. That's supposed to be 85, not 95. I credited myself 10 cents there. As usual, I'm never that sure about anything. So, yeah, I don't know. But I would guesstimate that's roughly what you're looking at in terms of, like, from a sheer EV standpoint. I suspect that's what we're looking at. So the month itself, though, I didn't keep track of my my rake back this month, but yeah, haven't played enough hands, obviously, but I won, actually playing this month, $665.43 so far. And if you count the leaderboard money on top of that, whatever this little bit is, 44 and 27, 44. Actually, I gotta take these ones out because they don't exist yet. 44 plus 17 plus 100 plus 1850 plus 5.20 equals 184 plus 665. That puts us at 849 for the month. And we've got how many chests? I know I've done 2 challenges, so plus 75. So that's 924 plus I know I've got at least one more chest plus another 75. That puts us at 999. Puts us at 1,000 basically. Plus I know I've got a couple of other chests, maybe another 3 or 4, maybe another 80, something like that. 80 to, and I might, yeah, so that's about what I've made this month so far. $1,079 US at, I would say, a pretty poor volume amount. Like 50% volume or less, even. So, yeah. Not playing enough. I mean, not making big money either, but if we do the math on it, it's 1,079, 65,000 divided by 900. I've only played about 72 hours this month, roughly. 1,079 divided by 72 equals making $14, $15 an hour this month. From all things considered. Which is not too bad for the stakes I'm playing, really. I don't know. I'm just not that confident about the whole thing, but not that confident. Not that confident. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do or what to say or what to think. And the other hours come from last month, I guess. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All things combined. And that's with about 2.5 BB per 100 win rate at 25 nil as well, which is above what I normally get, what I have been getting also this month. So, yeah, 4.2 BB for the month at all stakes, but that's including the only one I'm interested in is the 25 nil one. That's where I play most of the hands. 2.5 this month, 3.8 adjusted EV total. Winning at 4.2 though, so running almost at EV. Pretty close. But this year, how many hands have I played this year? Not very many. We played how many hours this year? I gotta figure this out. 106,000 divided by 900-ish hands an hour. But 117 hours, and we've made $1,200 with no rake back. Running at 4 big blinds even. 3.6 adjusted. 2.9 at 25 nil. 2.6 adjusted over the last 80,000 hands. Everything else is there. 50 nil we've run really hot so far. Thought I was running bad. I guess not. It's not as bad as I think. I don't fucking know. I really don't know. What am I looking at here? Yeah, so 1,200 divided by 117. So actually playing, we're only making $10 an hour with no rake back. Without rake back, but rake back is going to be another, I don't even know, whatever it is. Whatever it is. We paid $16.98 in rake, it says. So $16.98 times 0.3. Around another 500 on top of that, so 1,700. 1,700 divided by 117 equals about that $15 an hour, or 14.5 to $15 an hour, which is actually quite good because in Canadian dollars that's it's creeping up on 20. I mean, that's not good, but it's good for the stakes I'm playing. That's for sure. But still, I don't think running great. Like, I just don't see it. I think at 50 I ran a little hot in certain spots, but at 25 I don't think I'm running. I mean, you just run into so many weird hands and sets and just craziness. So I don't know, but it's obviously not as bad as I think, or else we wouldn't be winning. So anyway, now I gotta figure this out. We've only got 2 days left to get this. This is gonna be a nightmare. 1875 minus 669 equals divided by 2 equals divided by 14 equals 8 hours a day. A little over 8 hours a day. That's fine. We can do that. We'll get another $37 from that. Not going to be able to get the other chest, though. So, there you have it. I think I'm going to wait for the leaderboards to reset and then start again. We'll do that all over again. They reset in 28 minutes. So, it looks like we're going to hold on our $11. It looks like, unless 40 something places. Actually, we might not. We might get bumped down to 6. It looks like we're in 50th. Where are we? No, we're at 1489. Oh, okay. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think we'll get bumped down 9 spots. So we'll probably get our $11. And this one I think pays top 400. So we're in 322. For the min cash, we don't really care about that one, but it's $1, I suppose. Top 400. Yeah, so I think I'm safe putting in the $1 here. And the $10 here for a 15-day total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this was the original experiment. This was how long This is how long the original experiment was going to run. So that's what we're looking at. That having a big cache like that 16L one makes a big, massive difference. If you take that out, we're actually, man, if you take that out, what do we get for the whole leaderboard on a whole everything? 27 plus 1850 plus 6.20 equals $51.70 for a half a month. So that would equal right around $100 in a whole month. If you played 30 days in a row, you'd get $100 a month, which is not a lot. Counting the 15L, it would be another 44 plus 44. Now you're at almost $200 in a month if you stayed this with this kind of cash. So I don't know. It might be worth I don't know. It might be worth around $100 a month. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but anyway, I'm gonna end this one, and I'll be back when the leaderboard resets in 28 minutes. So